It's week 2 of the 2025 season, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Lions on Sunday Night Primetime.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just one of...
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
Some games, the quarterback can just go out there and just take what the defense gives them. They don't have to necessarily create a lot of opportunities for their teammates to go out and perform, and they can still come away with the win. I think today, though, he's going to be asked to carry a little bit more of a load, make some more plays happen, be a little bit more assertive. If he does that, his team's just going to continue to get better and better, and it's going to be a tough matchup.
He'll give it to Harris again. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. Hunter Renfrow deep to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he just looked indecisive. He didn't look like he was very comfortable operating within this system, and it led to a combination of poor throws and, frankly, a lot of bad decisions. I think he needs to stop just locking in on one guy, let the offense unfold, trust what the play caller and the game plan have established. I think if he can just operate the offense and not feel like it's all on his shoulders to create everything, I think it'll allow him to just take a little bit of a deep breath, let the game come to him, and have a lot more success than he did last week.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
The Steelers offense ready now for their second drive. They start with outstanding field position, trying to get the first points of this game. It'll be 1st and 10. They run it over center with Harris. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. 3rd and 5. Now Fields. That's brought in right side by Pickens.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to have the Steelers first down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches. Fields. Now he'll run it. And he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Steelers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Lions, nothing.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Williams. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll get about 2. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. A gain there of 11. Good for a Lions first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Goff gives it to Gibbs.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Hunter Renfrow was the intended target that time, and it'll be third down.
Third down and 10.
To throw is Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
Goff's pass. Complete to Jahmyr
Just a
Gibbs.
little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Fields. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At the 23-yard line.
A run. Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down past the 30. That is good enough to move the chains. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He's got room to the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's pulled in. Najee Harris.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They're going to run out of the gun, and here's Harris. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Harris. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense. Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Back to throw is Fields. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 9-yard line.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed, but it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Holding offense.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. Now, Goff. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Jack Fox now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll push ahead to the 21. Levante David doing his work on defense. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Fields. A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Whoa! And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Harris. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Fields now. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Fields. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Steelers.
On the give, it's Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Fields operating out of the pistol. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first down, it's Goff. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Now Gibbs. And he's going to pick up the first down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Goff to throw on first down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing on second down, Goff. This one taken in by Renfro. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Goff to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On first and 10, here's Goff. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to...
Into space. And he will score. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Detroit. That his first touchdown of the new year. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Fields now on second down. Now he takes off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's their punter now as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now it's Harris. Strong.
Holding offense.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw on the run is complete.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Here's Fields. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Fields. Now a loose football. The Lions have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This one complete to Atwell. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Williams in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing, Goff. Open man, that's Renfro. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
13 more yards.
Here's Goff. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It's a gain of 16 yards.
On play action, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On 2nd down, Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
That's another Lions.
To throw is Goff. That one incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed, and the ball's thrown so far behind him. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Steelers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with the takeaway. Now, on the offensive sideline, there's no celebration awaiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Third down and 2.
To throw is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal? And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
He'll take it in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Jaden Daniels, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Nick Chubb, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football to wrap up the week between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Williams now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll get this up close to a first down as he's stopped just shy of midfield. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Williams in motion. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Fields now. That is left side and taken in by Allen. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and 7. Here's Harris. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Atwell sent in motion here. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A 2nd down throw for Goff. This one taken in by Renfro. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
That's good. For Lions, first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's a gain of 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the Steelers' 27-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Williams in motion. Here's Gibbs. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. 2nd and goal. One more time. They tried Gibbs. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. And they cash it in on 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Yeah! That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Back to throw is Fields. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
To Calvin Austin. A gain of 7. First down, Pittsburgh.
Fields. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. He'll take this down to the 23. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now, Fields. Now a screen set up for Harris.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Oswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Logan Lee there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Exit 3rd and 11.
Goff to throw. That one into the hands of Atwell. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Here's Austin to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Fields now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Roman Wilson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Fields now to throw on 1st down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by Austin. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
He'll try the right side now with Harris. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Fields. That's to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to be 3rd down. Fields. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. On 2nd down, Goff. This one complete to Atwell. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances, but in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
On 1st down, it's Goff. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught at the 4. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up 4th down. So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Second down, it's Fields. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a second down throw for Fields. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Fields now. Now a screen set up for Harris. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. That's caught by Gibbs. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start, offense.
Throwing on second down, Goff. He'll get this out to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for the Lions. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down. after a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A run here with Gibbs. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, Goff. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. And this ball's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He's got his man. It's Pickens.
Holding offense.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Fields to throw for it. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 87 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. One more time for Montgomery. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. Renfro brought in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as quarterbacks down to an E. 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to an E. So it's a win here for the Lions. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.